All right, and we're back on CentralValleyTalk.com. I'm Mike Scott. Thanks for tuning in today. Eric Vasquez is my next guest. He is from Central California Solar. I'll tell you what, Eric, when I'm listening to the radio, it seems like every other commercial I hear is for a different solar company. Crazy. I mean, everybody's going solar nowadays. You're right in the middle of it all, right?
Yeah, it's a booming industry right now.
Yeah, has been for a while now.
It has been. You know, more and more people find out how much money they can save, and it just spreads and spreads. And the referral business is big. So,
is it as good as it sounds?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Sell me on it.
Oh, well.
You're coming into my house to sell me solar.
Would you like to save money on your electric bills?
Of course, yes, I want to save money on my electric bill.
Would you like to save money with zero money out of pocket?
That sounds good.
Yep. You can also get a federal tax credit, 30%. There's a lot of options. We can also, give you an energy analysis and see what you really need, to offset what you want. If you plan on using more in the future, less in the future, all those things can kind of factor into what you really need. We're not just going to come in and sell you the cookie cutter solar system, anything like that. And, part of it for us is that we're local. We're here in the Valley. We've always been in the Valley. We're from Tulare. We don't have a headquarters in Minnesota or New York or anything like that. Our crew and our staff, we're all based here locally.
Which is good if there's a problem. They know where to find you, right?
Absolutely. It comes in for service as well. You don't have to fight to get your system serviced, or if there's a problem, a warranty issue or anything like that, we'll take care of it almost immediately. What
kind of things can go wrong with a solar system? I have no idea.
Typically, for the most part, not a lot.
There's no moving parts in it, right?
Exactly. Everything is static. So
sucking up the sun.
Right. It just sits there and soaks in the sun and converts it into power. So, but every once in a while, you get like a failure of an inverter or something like that. But they're covered by warranties. The panels are manufacturer warranty of 25 years.
25-year warranty?
25-year warranty.
Wow.
Because, like I said, there's no moving parts.
Yeah.
They just sit on the roof static, and we don't have crazy winds. We don't have a lot of rain.
Unfortunately.
And in other areas, the rain's enough to keep them clean. Sometimes you go out there and spray them off with a hose. We'll come out and clean them for you.
I wondered about that, if you had to clean those things off every once in a while.
Yeah, and it's really not much more than just hosing them down.
That's safe, even though it's electrical?
Yeah, it's fine. All the wiring's underneath, and as long as you're not going too crazy or anything like that, you're fine either way. There is some danger to it if you were to get up there and start tinkering around, but we definitely discourage people from doing that.
Leave that to the pros.
Yeah, you don't want to mess around with that.
How'd you get involved with this?
Actually, I've been a friend of the owners for quite a long time, and I had an opportunity about a year ago to be part of the team, and it's been great. I love the industry. There's not a lot of things that you sell people that save them money.
That's true.
And our renewable energy, they're environmentally friendly. There's just a lot of great benefits from it. A lot of people want to switch power. They're tired of the power companies. I mean, everybody's probably at some point been a little fed up or had some problems, and this is the opportunity to step away from the monopoly and switch your power provider. Be your own power provider.
Yeah. How many of the homes that you install on do you get the people down to like a zero bill? Is that possible?
Yeah, absolutely.
It is.
Yeah, some people are. Typically we like to offset about 80%. That's kind of the sweet spot where power from the power company is cheaper than solar. But it's continuing to go up every year. There's an escalation of about 6% from the electric companies. And so it's eventually going to, if you do 100% offset now, it will save you money eventually in just a few years down the road by offsetting your entire usage.
Wow. The utilities are required to buy, right, the excess that you produce?
Yes, yeah.
Explain how that works.
Well, actually we size the systems accordingly. So like I was saying, we come out, we do an energy analysis, because it doesn't do you a whole lot of good to make a way larger system than you need, because they're not going to pay you what they charge you for it. They're going to pay you pennies on the dollar or pennies on the kilowatt, where they're going to charge you 20, 30 cents, So it doesn't serve your benefit to oversize your system.
Wait a minute. Who's charging me the 20, 30 cents?
The electric companies.
For
the power. When you buy it from them, but when you get it when you buy it, make it yourself.
They only give you a penny or two?
Really it depends on what it is and where you're at and who the company is.
So they're making 28 cents profit off of me.
Yeah, absolutely.
What? That doesn't sound right.
Well, you don't want to feed it back. You want to use it.
Yeah. Are they ever going to have a big battery where you can store your own electricity for nighttime? And
They do have off-grid systems now, but the cost of the batteries is pretty high. Until the lithium batteries are more commonly made, until there's a bigger production of them, it's not real cost effective. But we do it all the time for people up in the mountains, in the desert, just people that want to be off-grid. It is possible, but
Yeah.
it's not real cost effective right now. And you got to replace the batteries every 5 years. With the lithium batteries that are going to kind of come into production, we'll see longer life out of them and that sort of thing. So it's in the near future to be completely self sufficient entirely and off grid.
Okay. You told me before we went on that you're working on a system up in Mariposa right now, which kind of surprised me. I think that is being up in the mountains, but I guess as long as there's southern exposure, they're okay.
Any exposure. Typically, the sun's never north of us. The sun's never north of us. That's not typically. So as long as you don't have an all north facing house, then you're okay. You can get some east, west, but south is the best. So obviously, you know a little bit about solar because you know that south is the best, right?
Well, again, I hear all the commercials on TV and radio all the time. So how? I have to pick a company from all of those different ones that I hear about. Why do I go with you guys?
Well, we're going to come with our best foot forward first at the beginning. We're not going to show you something and backpedal and change or anything like that. We're going to come and suit your specific needs of your house. If you need an air conditioner, we'll replace your air conditioner at cost if you're willing to do solar. Because we're local and we are a general contractor, we can do some things and offer some things that other companies can't.
Wait a minute. Why would you replace my air conditioner at cost?
Well,
You mean because you're already going to be on the roof?
we're going to be on the roof. If it's going to be within the next few years, it's going to allow you to purchase a smaller system because you're going to be energy efficient. Upgrade to your air conditioner is what you're going to be doing.
Okay.
So, the same thing goes for roofs. You know, it will replace your roof if you're going to need a roof in 5 years, but the lifetime of your system is going to be 20, 25 years. We'll just do it now and get it out of the way for you, and it'll also help you offset some of your bills too because it'll be a little more efficient.
I always ask solar people about that. If you put a system on my roof and then I need to replace my roof, does the whole solar system have to come off?
It would need to come off.
Really? That's
Yeah,
a big
so
job.
we take a look at that and we factor that in. And if you need to have a roof that's going to need to be replaced in the next 5, maybe even 10 years, we'll do it now just to save the headache of later because you would have to uninstall the system completely or just leave it, I guess, around. It's not something that we would ever do.
Have you ever turned down a job because the roof was in such bad shape and the owner didn't want to put a new roof on there?
We'll usually wait until they're ready. You know, there's no point in putting it on something that's going to need to be removed in 5 years, 2 years, 1 year. Or if there's a possibility of it maybe leaking or something, you know, out of the blue, we definitely advise against it.
Yeah.
We wouldn't just sell you something you wouldn't need.
Okay. All right. Last couple of minutes here. Explain what you see as the benefits between buying the system yourself and all the leases we hear about.
Okay. Well, with a lease, you have the opportunity to pay zero down out of pocket, and the lease company owns the system, so they gain the tax benefit. They warranty the product as well as the production, so they guarantee the production. They could put rocks on your roof and guarantee that it was going to produce it, and if they don't, they'll pay you for it. So they know what it's going to make. They're very good at what they do, and
What does the homeowner get? Just a lower bill every month?
they get their bills completely offset, 80% offset, whatever they choose to go with. They still have the flexibility of choosing what size system they want. They just don't own it or maintenance it.
Okay.
And that's the leasing company. Buying it, however, as soon as for one, you get the 30% federal tax credit. It's a dollar for dollar tax credit. So if you have a tax liability at the end of the year, it's a great way to offset some of that. And then when you own it, you own it. So it increases the value of your home. It as soon as you have paid yourself back for it, everything that it makes is free. So as soon as your return on investment is at zero annually, then everything it makes is completely in your pocket. It's making you money at some point when you own it. And even in a sense when you lease it, it's money that you're not having to pay out. It's always cheaper for the most part, and to offset your electric bills completely.
Sure.
Eventually it will be.
Does adding a solar system to your house increase the value of the overall house?
It does. It does. I've heard different numbers, and so I wouldn't want to throw something out that wasn't true as to the actual dollar amount, but it does increase the value of your home when you own the system.
If I was looking to buy a home, I'd be interested in it having a solar system already. Yeah.
Absolutely. You're going to know going in that you've got a power plant on your house.
Yeah.
It's going to make the power for you. Yeah. So something's going to save you money.
Good stuff. All right. Central California Solar, right out of Tulare. Give everybody your phone number, website,
Sure.
Facebook, whatever you have.
We got it all. You can find all those things on the links through our website, which is ccsolar.com. You can email me at evasquez@ccsolar.com or call us at 559-967-1048.
Eric, thank you.
Mike, nice to meet you.
Good to see you.
Thank you.
All right, and we'll be back with more on Central Valley Talk.